We are big animal fans here, of course. And Tech Up Dave is in the building because it's time for Cat of the Week. Hello, Dave. How are you? You well?
Hello, Trisha.
I'm not Trisha. I'm sorry to tell you that I'm not actually Trisha. I'm not even identifying as Trisha Goddard. I'm very much identifying as Peter Cardwell today.
Fair enough. Hello.
I've just referred to myself in the third person there.
Yes.
It's when they do that. That's when you have to worry.
It's all gone wrong.
Cardi P would never refer to himself in the third person. So that's the main thing. Can I just say actually that Matt, who is the tech up today, you're not actually tech up in this programme. Matt has brought in biscuits. So he's brought in a chocolate biscuit, and Isla, who is producing me for the very first time, it's only 45 minutes in. She's already given me the fingers. The chocolate fingers. So that's very kind of her.
I've trained them well, haven't I?
You have trained them very well. They're the next generation. Let's do Cat of the Week.
It's Cardi B's Cat of the Week.
Dave, who is the Cat of the Week this week?
Cat of the Week this week has been nominated by cat dad Colin Jackson.
Hello, Colin.
And there are actually two.
There are two, yes.
There are two cats.
Breaking the rules again. So who have we got here?
We've got Phoebe and Albert, who will appear on screen in just a few moments. They also have a four-legged friend as well.
Oh, do you? Yes, I noticed there's a dog here.
I'm not sure whether we can mention.
I think. Well,
we don't know the dog's name.
We don't know the dog's name. There is a dog who's photobombing there. Yes. I think we can say.
These are Colin's two rescue rag dolls.
Wonderful.
Phoebe, who's on the left, has had to have an infected eye removed.
Oh goodness!
And little Albert, who's on the right, has a bit of a heart condition.
Oh goodness! Well, I hope Albert is being looked after very well, as is Phoebe. And even though Phoebe has her eye removed, actually I think she's very, very beautiful. And actually there are many animals, especially rescue animals, who sometimes have these eye removed or missing leg or whatever, and they're just as beautiful. They're gorgeous, gorgeous animals.
So you can find them down in Seaford.
They're in Seaford, excellent, East Sussex. Wonderful,
yes,
wonderful.
Lovely.
Well, listen, we're going to talk about the coronation in a minute, but Dave, there's another reason to celebrate in the last few days, isn't there?
I don't remember seeing this on any running order.
No, this wasn't on any running order, but there is a bag of treats for you because the exclusive I can give you on this show is that Tech Up Dave has had a significant birthday. Am I allowed to say what birthday it is?
It had a naught in it. Let's just leave it at that, shall we?
Did it have another number in it?
Let's just say I'm halfway to a ton.
Halfway to a ton. Okay, well, I've got you some Prosecco. I've got you some chocolates.
Oh, my word.
I've got you some cake as well. There wasn't very much cake left. A little Victoria sponge was the only one that was left in the thing, and of course a can of Diet Coke as well for you. So a very, very happy birthday. Many happy returns to Dave. And you tried to keep it quiet, but I managed to.
My daughter put it on Facebook.
Yeah, let the cat out of the bag there. But lots of celebrations. Many, many happy returns, Dave. You're a great man, and hope you have a wonderful birthday. And it's interesting because there's so many celebrations as well. And of course, there's on Sunday evening, thousands of street parties are being shown before the big coronation concert. We're going to go live now to my usual producer, Gabriella, who's off today because she has a coronation concert. Gabriella, are you there with us?
Hello. Hi from Bedford.
You're in Bedford. Oh, I love your crown. My goodness, that's wonderful. Tell us what's happening there with you.
Well, I don't know if you can see behind me.
Yeah, I can, yeah.
There's a lot of tables. There's a lot of people. We've got live music. Cheers!
Wonderful, wonderful. And how many people are there, do you think? And who put it all together? Tell us about it.
So the committee took several weeks to organise. There's about 100 people, not all of them sitting just yet. We're scheduled to start about 2 o'clock. Then we've got teas and biscuits at 5 o'clock, and then at 6:30 we're going to be cheering the new king. So do you like my crown, by the way?
I love your crown. Your crown is absolutely wonderful, and it's a shame that only people who are watching on TalkTV on Sky 522, Virgin 606, Freeview 237 and FreeSat 217 can actually see it, although you can also watch on YouTube or the TalkTV app, let's remember. Gabriella, you of course are Italian, but you're nonetheless someone who is a very patriotic in terms of when it comes to the coronation. What did you make of what happened yesterday? And tell us about how that's informing the mood where you are today.
I think that was fantastic, and in Italy, we don't have a king. We don't have a monarchy at all. So for me, it felt so special. I mean, I'm probably more British than Italian now, but I actually live in a city where Italians are quite a large community, and it just felt so special. I think everything worked to time. Everything worked so well. It looked, I mean, the British are the best at these sort of things. Everybody says that. But it really felt incredible. And today, I think, as you can see behind me, everyone is so excited.
Look
so
as if they're
happy.
having a really lovely time. I'll let you get back to it, Gabriella, but thank you so much. I'll see you next week.
Can I just say, before you go, first of all, thank you for giving me the time off to be able to come and enjoy this. But secondly,
I
happy
live to
birthday,
give.
Dave.
Yeah, well, indeed, happy birthday to Dave. Yes, well, thank you so much, Gabriella. Have an amazing day today. Enjoy your street party. And if you're having a street party, why don't you give us a ring and let us know, or send us a couple of pictures on Twitter if you want, at TalkTV or at Peter Cardwell. And Dave, it's interesting because the Coronation concert, we've got about 20,000 members of the public who are going to see performances by Take That, Katy Perry, Lionel Richie as well.
Yeah, and Steve Winwood. Do you remember Steve?
Who's Steve Winwood?
You must know the song Valerie from the... Oh, no, it's back in the 80s.
No, why did you come on over, Valerie?
Yeah,
that one.
that's
Yeah.
the one.
Oh, that's Steve Winwood, is it?
Oh, yes,
I thought it was Amy Winehouse. I'm joking. She did a cover of it. But Paddington and Hugh Bonneville are involved.
Well, the Hugh Bonneville, who did Paddington and Downton, is involved. He's the master of ceremonies. Tom Cruise, Dame Joan Collins and Bear Grylls are all going to appear via video message.
Okay.
I believe Winnie the Pooh's involved as well.
Excellent. Well, as long as she doesn't upstage Paddington, that's what I'm sure we'll be watching that later on. And there are some the tent-related community has done very well. They've 70% increase in sales.
Yeah, after the weather forecast came out this week, the sales of tents and gazebos went through the roof. 70% increase in sales. Robert Dias and John Lewis reported. On Friday, gazebos had sold out online, including a particular one for £50, which was decorated in the Union Jack, so that was very festive.
Did you know, actually, when Richard III was crowned, way back when, Robert Dias had a sale on? They said, now is the winter of our discount tent.
Get out.
That was quite good.
Disgraceful.
That was quite good. Tell me about the album. What's going on with the album?
Yes, the official album of the Coronation is now available.
That was quick.
It was out yesterday.
Right.
So you could download it. It's already in the iTunes chart, because I checked. So here it is, quickly in numbers. There were 6 conductors, 8 choirs, 8 musicians from more than 8 orchestras, 20 composers, 192 microphones, 7 miles of cable, 4 hours of playing time, 13 centuries the music spanned, and it was all recorded and released all in one day.
That's
and you'll be able
very
to
impressive.
buy it on a physical thing, like a record or a CD, on the 15th of May.
Wonderful. And how many people were watching yesterday? Because we're thinking about, there's so many people in this office, of course, we're absolutely glued to the coverage that Vanessa and Sharon Osbourne did as well as friends and family of mine who've been commenting on it. But how do the sort of viewing figures sort of match up to other things that people have been watching over the course of the year?
So if you take the King's Christmas speech, which was his first one, he had 10.72 million people watch him on Christmas Day.
And that was carried on a lot of different channels as well. It wasn't just one channel.
So that's multiple channels.
Yes.
I mean, the next best watched programme on Christmas Day was Strictly Come Dancing with 5.4 million.
Okay, so that's a lot less.
So that gives you the benchmark, because that's always a big telly day. Well, yesterday, on average, 18.8 million people were watching the Coronation in the UK, with figures peaking at 20.4 million when the King was crowned.
Oh my goodness,
so,
okay. Well,
yes, quite a lot of people were
Quite a lot of people watching, and I'm sure lots of people catching up as well. And I know I have an American friend, actually, who recorded the whole thing, because it was on from 5 o'clock in the morning, where she is in just outside Washington, D.C., and she kind of watched it back. So I'm sure there are lots of people who are watching bits back and fast-forwarding.
Who knows? They may end up with a Talk TV presenter. Trisha was on CNN.
Ah, that's right. Yes,
Piers Morgan was on Fox.
That was on Fox.
And I believe Daisy McAndrew was on NBC.
Yeah, my goodness. Well, they're all over the place.
Can't escape
people of many talents, much like yourself, Dave. Thank you very much indeed for that little update.
Thank you.
And not at all. A very happy birthday. Many happy returns to you. And that was Tech Up Dave, who we can't say the actual birthday that he has had. So yes, definitely will be mentioning that it was your 50th. Okay, we're going to talk about take Can in just a minute.